neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Well, there she is. What do you reckon?
Oh, it's beautiful. Still in pretty good nick.
You reckon we can do it?
No worries. We'll have it up and running in no time. Then we'll show them.
You better believe it.
You, Dad! Good news! Where are you? What are you doing here? What's going on?
Look here, love.
That car. Oh, I get it. This morning you were all set to jump in, defend me, get rid of him, that, no-hoper. Now here you are as thick as thieves, and all it took was that damn racing car. It means more to you than I do. So much for loyalty. Thanks, Dad.
Oh, listen, Gil.
No, I don't want any excuses, explanations, nothing. All I want is for you to get out of here right now and take that death trap with you.
Fair go, Gil. He only wants me to do a bit of work on it.
How can either of you bear to have anything to do with it? It was jinxed from the start and you know it.
There's no such thing as a jinxed car. It's all a question of who's behind the wheel.
Your father was behind the wheel. He was killed. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Yes, of course it does. But number 13 was more than a car to my father. It was his dream.
Obsession, you mean?
Yeah, my mother didn't understand either. But Rob does. Always has. That's why I need him to work on the car for me.
No one knows this car but me. Trevor wanted a great car to take him to #1 on the circuit, but me, I just wanted to build one perfect piece of machinery.
And neither of you made it.
Well, we went close.
I owe it to my father and yours to prove that number 13 can still be the best.
That car brought nothing but misery to both our families, and I'm not going through all that again.
Truth. I didn't think she felt that strongly about it.
It's not the car, Rob. It's me. Don't worry. She'll come round.
When Gail makes up her mind, that's usually it. I think we'd better forget about the whole flaming thing.
Come on, Rob, you can't back out now. Look, I know what this car means to you.
All right, well, I'll do my best to talk her around, but I think I'm wasting my breath. Stan, look after things for a while, will you? Gail!
I bet Rob's never had a worker so willing.
If I do something, I like to do it properly. What are you doing here?
Just thought I'd check and make sure you're getting a square deal from old Lewis. And I wondered how things were last night.
The prowler didn't come back, but Scott and Warren made up for it.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
You shouldn't be out there on your own, Lenny. Come home, please.
No way.
Look, I really miss you. And there's someone who needs a place more than you do.
Who are you promoting?
Sue's really desperate to
You
find...
want me to move back home so Nosy Parker can shift into my caravan? Drop dead.
No, listen, Mum and I really miss you.
Thanks, but you'll have to live without me.
All right. Then why don't you let Sue move in with you? Look, things aren't going too well for her at the Murrays, and you could save half the rent.
Listen, that van means more than just somewhere to sleep and dump my gear. It is my place and my first stab at independence. Now, no one's tipping me out of it, and no one is going to talk me into sharing with anybody. Least of all, Sue Parker. Just rack off, Henry. Old Lewis has already blasted me about talking when I should be working.
Dad was ready to strangle Jeremy when he found out he was here. Now they're as thick as thieves. All because of that damn car.
But cars are Rob's business. I'm sorry, Gail, but I really don't see the problem.
This is no ordinary car. It is a jinx and an obsession. Dad and Jeremy's father, Trevor, poured years into it, and every cent they could lay their hands on. When we were kids, we spent hours hanging around the garages and the tracks because it was the only way we ever got to see our fathers.
Yeah, but lots of guys are wrapped in racing cars. We'll take my dad for one.
I've told you, this car is different. They call it number 13, and boy, was it well named. Just about everybody who got mixed up with it ended up in real trouble. But there was no stopping Trevor Lord, even though it was blowing his marriage apart. He wouldn't listen to his wife. He was starting to win races, and that was all he cared about. And then the car lived up to its reputation. There was a dreadful crash, and he was killed instantly.
Well, so how come the car's just suddenly reappeared then?
Suddenly, somehow, Jeremy's got his hands on it. And now the whole nightmare's starting all over again.
Yeah, I mean, if he just wants Rob to work on it.
Haven't you heard a word I've said? That car is a killer. And Dad is just as obsessed with it as he was the first day Trevor Lord ever came into our lives.
Yeah, come in.
Excuse me, Jane said you were in here. Could we talk a minute?
I only want to hear one thing from you, that Jeremy and that rotten car are out of your garage for good.
I'm just going to give Jane some dictation.
It's all right, Paul. Well?
It's not that easy. I wouldn't be doing any more than helping him getting it going again.
Well, you've obviously made your choice, Dad. There's nothing more to say. Excuse me, Paul.
Oh, wow, what a beauty. When did you come in, Stan? Oh, sorry.
Oh, Jeremy Lord. This is my pride and joy, number 13.
Jim Robinson. Pleased to meet you, both of you.
Oh, the Jim Robinson. Yeah, Rob said he had a couple of new partners.
Have you raced her recently?
No, and he just got hold of her. She needs a fair bit of work.
Well, I'm no expert, but I'd say she's in pretty good shape.
Do you ever drive?
Oh, not one of these. Always wanted to.
Yeah, I was just about raised in the pits.
You reckon that Rob can get it going properly?
Oh, if anyone can, he will. It all depends if the partners approve.
You get no argument from me.
Good. Well, when we get it going, you might get that chance you always wanted. Behind the wheel.
Go straight ahead, turn right, and you'll find the other delegates already assembled.
Thank you.
Gail, wait.
I've nothing more to say about Jeremy or the car.
No, it's not about that. Paul told me about Clive Gibbons' house being up for rent. I thought we'd go and get the keys and have a look. If you want to, that is.
I've seen Clive. I've already got the keys.
Oh, beauty. I think it's nice to have a place, a bit more room to move. I'm sick of living on top of the neighbours.
Dad, I've decided I'd prefer to live on my own. I'm looking at the house for myself, not us.
Gail, love, you don't mean that.
I mean everything I've said today.
But I'll talk to Jeremy and we'll work something out.
It's quite simple. Either you dump Jeremy in that car, or I go it alone.
Let's forget all about that. And now about the house, you don't mind your old man tagging along to have a look, do you?
Please yourself. But we'll have to hurry. I've got a lot to do this afternoon. And don't forget, the house is for me.
You might have given me a hand before you took off. Where have you been, anyway?
I'm trying to talk some sense into Lenny. Would she listen? Not her.
Henry, we told her we'd give her a chance to try living alone. Now, the less we interfere, the more likely she is to come home.
She'd be a lot better off sharing. Half the rent and company at night.
Oh, do you have anyone in mind?
Well, Sue's looking for a new place.
Oh, Henry, you didn't suggest to Charlene that she shared with Sue Parker, did you? Of all the harebrained notions.
Sue's a terrific girl when you get to know her. Charlene just won't give her a fair go.
Well, I must say, I was none too thrilled to hear you describe Sue Parker as your girlfriend.
Well, you'll have to get used to it. I really like her. And I understand her. We're two of a kind in a lot of ways. I reckon I know how hard it is to live down the mistakes you've made in the past.
You got into bad company and ended up in trouble. Sue hasn't got that excuse.
Oh, lay off, Mum. I thought you were starting to like her a bit.
I don't want to hold her past against her, Henry. But I'm afraid I can't lose sight of the fact that she upset nearly everybody in Ramsay Street and nearly got Charlene expelled from school.
Come on. Charlene wasn't exactly an angel either.
You don't have to tell me that. But there is no way in the world those two are ever going to be friends.
Okay, I was only trying to help. Lenny ought to have someone with her at night with that prowler hanging around.
Prowler? What prowler?
Well, don't panic, nothing's happened.
Henry, why on earth didn't you tell me this before? She is not staying in that caravan one more minute. I'm going to go down to the garage and make sure she packs her things and she's coming back here if I have to drag her every inch of the way.
Mum, if you talk to her in this mood, she won't come back. She'll be all right. I'll be keeping an eye on the caravan from now
I
on.
should be phoning the police.
No. Charlene would go bonkers. Let's play it smart. A couple more spooky nights and she'll be begging to come home.
I am not taking that chance. If there's a prowler around, I want her back here with us where I know she'll be safe.
Look, at least wait till she's finished work. She won't thank you if you get her the sack.
Oh, I don't suppose she will, all right.
Now, before you talk to her, let's discuss tactics. Getting her home isn't going to be easy.
Oh, Clive's had the house done up beautifully.
Not bad. But you don't want a place that big, not on your own. You couldn't afford the rent on your own.
Are you trying to say you're prepared to tell Jeremy in the car to get lost?
I was thinking of you. I'd worry about you living here on your own.
Well, if you want to share this place, you know the deal.
Oh, no. Here comes old Sourpuss.
Good afternoon. I noticed you going into Dr. Gibbons' house.
Glued to your front window as usual, were you?
As a member of our neighbourhood watch, it's my duty to check on any suspicious or undesirable characters hanging around.
Is that right? Well, for your information, Mrs. Mingle, we're here to decide if we want to rent this place.
You mean that Dr. Gibbons is prepared to rent his house to you?
That's about the long and short of it. I think we should go to the waterhole and talk it over, in private.
I hope you know the kind of behaviour expected here in Ramsay Street, Mr. Lewis. We don't put up with loud music or abusive language here. And we certainly don't allow people setting up their own used car lot on their front lawn.
We haven't decided to take the place yet, Mrs. Mangle.
After reports I've received from my friends at your units, I hardly think your father is a suitable candidate for residence in our street.
Oh, you've been gassing with that interfering old Clarke biddy, have you? A bloke can't clean his teeth without her complaining that the bristles are too loud.
I shall inform Mrs. Clarke of that extremely offensive remark.
Before you get too concerned, Mrs. Mangle, I think I should let you know that it isn't my father who's interested in the house.
Who said I'm not interested? I reckon this is just a shot. And if Clive's agreeable, we'll move in this weekend.
There you go.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks, mate. Listen, Gala, I reckon we've got two separate things here.
Dad, I've already
Hear me out, right? I understand what you feel about Jeremy. I don't like what he did to you either, but you're both adults.
Divorced adults.
It doesn't mean you can't be civil to the bloke. And I do want to work on that car. But you were only little when it all started. How could you understand? Gail, that's just not a car to me. I've never worked on anything that's given me more satisfaction, more sense of achievement. Well, Trevor and me, well, we were right up there, you know, with the top designers, ahead of a lot of them. It wasn't just about winning races. We were sharing a dream. And a lot of people never get that chance.
But that car killed Trevor.
Perhaps if we'd had more time, more money for development. Driving that car was his life. He was entitled to take the risk. It's only fair to your mum and you that I give it all away after that. Your mum's gone and you've got your own dreams.
I do understand, Dad. I just don't want to see you hurt.
Look, I only want one more chance to prove I really did build the best. Besides, I've got partners now and I haven't got the right to turn down work. There's a lot of money to be made on that car.
Will he get paid? You know Jeremy, he could never save a cent. I was keeping him when we broke up. And where did he get the cash to buy number 13?
Well, he seems pretty well fixed up now. He's staying at Lassiter's. He's given me open slather to do whatever is needed.
All right, I'm not going to talk you out of it, I can see that. But I want nothing to do with it. Or Jeremy.
You little beauty. I knew you'd understand.
And don't come whinging to me if he doesn't get around to paying.
She'll be sweet. Does this mean that you don't mind me moving into Clive's place with you?
I know you, Dad. It'll take a drawbridge and a moat to keep you out.
Charlene.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Well, Daphne gets a bit tired in the afternoons now, and Mike's snowed under at uni, so I thought I'd help out. Do you want a coffee or something?
I'm making a milkshake. Strawberry?
Look, I'm sorry about last night. I lost my temper.
You sure did.
I said some pretty dumb things. But I just wish you'd tell me what Warren was doing in the caravan with you in the middle of the night.
You wouldn't believe me. What's the use?
Try me.
Someone's been hanging around at night.
You mean a prowler?
Yeah. Warren saw I was a bit jumpy, so he offered to sleep on the floor. Just for a night to see if anything happened. Nothing did. Till you turned up.
Yeah, well, you know me. I get all fired up about something. I say a lot of things instead of thinking it through. But if I'd just stopped to think about it, I'd have realised I was acting like a jerk. I'm sorry, Charlene. I said some things I didn't mean.
Hello, Scott. I missed you at work. We've got to talk.
Okay.
I'm not here in the caravan.
Forget the milkshake. I'll see you later. What's so urgent? What?
We'll talk inside.
It's funny, the door's open.
Oh, Charlene, you should be more careful.
I was in a bit of a rush this morning, but felt sure I locked it.
Oh, Charlene, really? I thought you'd make some effort. This is disgraceful.
I didn't have time to... Oh, no! Mama didn't leave it like this. Someone's been in here.
No daughter of mine is going to live in a caravan that's been vandalised.
What's all this?
Oh, someone broke into the caravan. They very nearly wrecked it. I'm just going to phone the police now.
Mum, no. They haven't broken anything. Nothing's missing. It could have just been kids.
And it might not.
Look, the word's out I've been a bit spooked. It's probably someone's idea of a joke. It could even be Warren making sure I let him go and play bodyguard.
Oh.
Yeah, now that's a thought.
Oh, rubbish. He's got far too much sense. Henry, would you go and get Charlene's things, please?
Oh, Mum.
You are not staying there one more night, and that is final.
She's right. Whoever wrecked the caravan might come back while you're there.
Well, I'll be waiting for them with a cricket
Oh,
bat.
don't be ridiculous.
Come on, Lenny, hand over the keys.
For once in your life, show some common sense. Or at least think about me. I don't want to be left lying awake night after night wondering if you've been murdered in your bed.
Mum, please. It's my home.
And I'm your mother.
Good on you, Lenny.
It's only till I find somewhere else to live.
Just so long as you're safe, love. Now, how about helping me with the dinner?
No wonder Henry's so pleased about it. He's been pestering me to let Sue Parker move in.
Needs a head examined if she does.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything's organised for the Blake's private party.
Good, good. They were light on for waitresses, what with half the staff on sick leave. Thanks for stepping in tonight.
Someone responsible needs to be here. I will be on double time, of course.
Oh, naturally. Well, and would you ask Ron to keep the cocktail bar open late? While that Bucks party at the Waterhole might upset some of the quieter guests.
No doubt. Personally, I find those gatherings quite disgusting. Unfortunately, Ramsay Street is about to have its own taste of that sort of behaviour. That dreadful Lewis man is arranging to rent Dr. Gibbon's house. I'm inclined to get up a petition against it.
Hi. Sorry I'm not interrupting anything, am I? I wondered if it was all right for me to come for dinner tonight still.
Yeah, well, Gran left early to organise it.
But excuse me, I have my duties to attend to.
So you're going to take Clive's place?
I wonder who could have told you that. I think Dad took it just to spite her.
Ah, you and Rob have sorted out your differences?
Yeah. I never understood just how much the car meant to him. I mean, it still scares me, but I realise he just has to do it. Hope Jeremy doesn't start playing his old games again.
It's going to be difficult to replace some of the original parts. Might have to get some of them machined.
Yeah, a lot of love went into building this.
Here, well, rough estimate. If we want to get it right, it could be more.
It's a bit steep, Rob.
I'll do it for nothing. It's up to me. I've got partners, Jeremy. They're entitled to some return.
Can I have a look?
I brought it down as low as I could.
Well, we could do the machining in my engineering shop at cost, and we can do something about the labour, can we?
Oh, I didn't want to do the wrong thing by you and Harold.
Well, I'm sure we all want to see this lady back on the track. We'll work something out.
Oh, looks like I dipped out.
No, you're all right, mate. What'll it be?
anything but ice cream.
Orange juice?
That'd be great.
Hey, what's with all this stuff?
Eileen's moving back home.
Well, she didn't say anything about that this Savo.
Oh, she got pretty spooked about that prowler.
Oh, come off. It'd take more than that to scare Charlene. She's as game as they come.
Well, Mum put her foot down, and Lenny's better off at home.
But she wanted her own place. Oh, well, I reckon she's going to be pretty hard to get along with for a while.
We'll survive.
I really don't know what Henry sees in the girl. I mean, I know she's trying to turn over a new leaf, but I don't see what he finds so fascinating about her.
And what does she see in him? I mean, Henry's not her type. She's into flash cars and guys who can spend up big. So what's Henry got to offer?
Oh, I don't know. It all seems very odd to me.
Yeah, that's not all that's odd. The caravan. He wanted it for Sue, right?
Well, he seems anxious to find her somewhere to live. Apparently, she's not very happy with the Murrays.
Then why does he want her to move into the caravan when someone's been scaring the wits out of me?
There you go.
Thanks, Henry. You sure you got everything?
Yep, and I even tidied up a bit too.
Left everything ship-shape for the next tenant, eh? Mum, I think I know who the prowler was.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
It was you, wasn't it?
Me? I don't know what you're talking about.
You've been acting real strange towards me lately. One minute I'm an ungrateful little brat, the next you're so concerned about me.
All right, I was annoyed with you for moving, but it was your decision.
And it was my decision not to let Sue Parker move in, right?
Right.
And you're pretty keen on Sue, aren't you?
You know I am.
In fact, you like her so much you're prepared to let her live alone in a caravan when you know there's some crazy on the loose.
Well, no.
Unless, of course, you know for sure that the crazy isn't going to bother her.
Henry?
I only did it for your own good.
Oh, thanks a lot, Henry. Really does me a lot of good to be scared out of my wits every now and then.
Henry, how could you?
I did it for you. I knew how upset you were about her leaving.
Make up your mind. A second ago you did it for me. Now you say you did it for Mum.
I did it for both of you, all of us, so we could be together as a family again.
You really did a good job too, Mum. Even left cigarette butts around to make me think I was being watched. Well, you are too smart for your own good, mate. I'm going straight back to the caravan and you're going to bring all my stuff back.
Now, Charlene, you're here now. Why don't you stay until you can find somewhere better?
No, Mum, it is my place and no one is chasing me out. I'll see you later.
I guess I blew it.
Yes, Henry, you certainly did. You've made her more determined than ever not to come home now.
Well, it's not my fault.
Well, whose fault is it then? You didn't frighten Charlene out of the caravan just for Sue's benefit, did you? So that she could have the caravan instead?
No, Mum, that had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know Sue was looking for a place when all this started.
Yes, good. Well, I'm glad, because if I'd found out that you'd done something like that...
I wouldn't. I was just trying to kill two birds with one stone. I thought if I could get Lenny to help Sue and let her move in, they'd fight like blazes and she'd come home even quicker. Well, that's it, honest.
Yes, well, either way, it was a horrible, thoughtless thing that you did. I know you meant well, but it's no excuse. Anyway, I better get to work and help set up for Ivan's bucks party. I'll deal with you later.
Gran, we're here.
Poor girl.
Is Dad home?
No, he's still at the garage. He should be home soon. Oh, do sit down. Make yourself at home.
So, any mail today?
Yes, a letter from Julie. It's on the top of the fridge. Why?
Well, just thought you might have heard from the MacArthur Award Committee.
No, and I don't expect I will either. Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, a cup of tea would be nice.
What, nothing stronger?
No thanks.
Tea it is, Paul.
I'm going to get myself a beer.
Did you know we're going to be neighbours?
Yes, I heard. You're taking Clive's house.
Doesn't take long for the word to get around.
No, not in Ramsay Street. Well, it'll be nice to have you living nearby. We'll be able to see a lot more of you, won't we, Paul?
Yes, we will.
where have you been?
Sorry, Lenny. I had to get the van back to the depot and I've had to walk all the way back with
My
this lot.
heart bleeds. If you hadn't been such a dill, you wouldn't have had to take them in the first place.
I'm sorry. I really am. I honestly thought I was doing the right thing.
Stick it, Henry. Do you realise how scared I was?
Thought you could look after yourself.
You just don't understand, do you? When a girl's living by herself, she feels
But that's my point. You don't have to be by yourself.
I don't believe it. You're not going to suggest Sue Parker again.
Why not? I'm telling you, Lenny, she's changed. She's not like she used to be.
Get out.
Give us a break.
Get out before I lose my temper.
If you'd only
Just
let...
get out of here and don't ever come... Hi, Scott. Come in. Henry was just leaving.
Sisters. Should be drowned at birth.
What was all that about?
Oh, brotherly love.
Aha! Now we can finally eat.
Sorry to keep you waiting, folks, but I feel much more presentable now without the grease and the sump oil.
Oh, don't tell me Dad's got you helping out in the workshop.
No, actually, it was that ex-husband of yours who was to blame, or rather, that car of his.
That'd be right. One of Jeremy's great talents is the art of using people.
Oh, no, actually, it was my fault. I have a real weakness when it comes to classic racing cars, especially ones like that.
Yeah, well, at least we got the pleasure of your company now, eh?
It was a close thing, I can tell you. Once I got my head stuck into the engine compartment of that old car, it's in gorgeous condition, you know, really.
Could we just drop the subject, please?
Yeah, Dad, not everyone's a racing freak.
Freak, that's a terrible thing to say. Whatever happened to fan or aficionado?
Oh, I'm sorry, I really am.
Not at all. I was about to say the same thing myself. Let's all go through to the dining room before the dinner is well and truly spoiled.
Good idea. You are in for a treat tonight. You see, Gran has cooked some of her world-famous chocolate eclairs.
I don't know why you're so filthy on me. I was trying to get her to come back home.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions, Henry. How you could possibly terrorise your own sister is completely beyond me.
I didn't terrorise her. I just spooked her a bit, that's all.
Yes, well, I haven't got time to discuss it now. I'm far too busy. Hello, Ivan.
Madge, me darling. All set for a real bonza night?
Not too bonzer, I hope.
Oh, Madge, you know me.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Hey, Henry. How are you, mate?
Ivan, yeah. I know I owe you money.
Hey, did I say a word about money?
Just getting in ahead of you, mate.
Oh, well, a bet is a bet. You sticking around for the Bucks party?
Am I invited?
Yeah, of course. You know, my mates, Chapo and Simo, you know Henry, don't you?
G'day, Madge. How's it going?
Oh, don't ask.
Hey, Rob.
Here, I wanted you to meet Jeremy, my ex-son-in-law. I told you about it.
Yeah, right. G'day, pal.
G'day, how's
Look,
it going?
any ex-son-in-law of Rob's is an ex-mate of mine, all right?
Okay, I'll take that as an attempt at being friendly.
Good. Good on you, Madge. 7 more, eh?
Yes, all right, coming up. Now, listen to me, Ivan. I know that tonight is a very special night. Would you please go easy on the furniture?
Madge, I promise. Even a broke glass will be paid for.
Yeah, I should hope so.
Madge.
I'm with you in a minute. Oh, Harold, it's you.
Yes, I'm inclined to believe you're right.
What are you doing here? I wouldn't have thought Bucks Night was your idea of entertainment.
It most certainly is not, and that is precisely why I am here. I know what these turns are like. They can get completely out of hand, and if there is any trouble, you'll need a man here to protect you.
Oh, no. Why me, tonight of all nights?
Henry, I don't believe it. What a rat bag.
I reckon.
Yeah.
I knew he wanted me back home, but I didn't think he'd do something like that.
Oh, well, at least you won't have a minder looking after you all night.
Scott, if you're going to keep harping on about
I didn't
Warren...
mean it like that. I just meant that, well, if you need someone to look after you, I'd like to apply for the job.
Oh, yeah?
I know I made a fool of myself over Warren, but I was jealous.
Why? It was only Warren.
Well, wouldn't you be jealous if you found me alone with Sue Parker?
No. I'd send for those men in white coats to come and cart you away in a straitjacket.
I am serious, Charlene.
So am I.
I was jealous because I love you.
I've had a chance to think things over lately. And you know what? When you walked in on me and Warren the other day, I'd just finished telling him that the only guy I cared about was you.
No kidding?
No kidding.
What's the matter?
Your sleeve. Look.
It's all right, but what's the rational Blanche? Oh, mate, you've got to get a pretty one. Match.
Yobbos, absolute yobbos.
Oh, come on, Harold, they're just having fun.
I can see no fun in telling disgusting tales, especially in front of a lady.
Harold, believe me, it goes right over my head. I'm far too busy to listen.
Yeah, well, they'll have to tone it down now. There's a lady customer.
I don't think she's a customer, actually, Harold.
Hey, you Roxanne.
That's me. Who's the lucky bloke?
Me mate Ivan, the big bloke here.
Right. How you going, Pops?
You can't let this sort of thing go on. You'll have the vice squad here.
Harold, this is a private party. If you don't like it, you can go to the cocktail bar.
And leave you with this bunch of roughnecks? Most certainly not.
All right. Just don't make any more trouble than there already is.
Gail, you don't have to eat it.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're delicious, really. I'm just not very hungry, that's all.
That's okay. How about some coffee?
Yes, thanks. I haven't been a very good guest, have I?
Nonsense. It's been delightful having you here. Come through the lounge.
I'll give Gran a hand with the coffee. Sorry about this, Gran.
Oh, don't be silly. If anyone's at fault, it's your father for talking about Jeremy and that car. Seems to me there's a very bad feeling between Jeremy and Gail.
Yeah, well, she's been pretty tense since he showed up. You know, I get the feeling that she doesn't entirely hate him.
She sounded very bitter.
I don't know what the details of the split-up were, but they must have been pretty traumatic to affect Gail like this. I mean, she's usually so together.
There's obviously more to all this than meets the eye.
I think they look better on her. No. Oh!
So long, sexy.
Did you see that? Your own son.
Harold, I'm far too busy to see anything but glasses of beer.
Yeah, but Madge,
Harold, he's not a kid anymore.
How about a song, Chappo?
Try this one.
Singing Father all dairy, sing and make merry. Father all dairy, doll, die everybody.
Singing Father all dairy, sing and make merry. Father all dairy, doll, dairy.
Take your filthy paws off her!
Harold?
Hey?
You heard me.
Harold?
How dare you carry on like a bunch of barbarians? Ooh. How grown men can act like a bunch of dirty-minded adolescents is beyond me.
Oh, you're really looking for trouble, mate.
Who are you calling dirty-minded?
Now, come on, all of you. Ivan, you promised me.
I said we wouldn't break no furniture, Madge. That don't apply to the noses of sticky-beaked whips.
You just try it, you great drunken...
All right, Ivan. I'll handle this interfering mongrel.
That is enough. I will not have brawling in this bar.
Stand back, Madge. I
No.
will not stand aside for somebody with the manners of an ape.
All right, come on then.
A man who knows so much about animals must be a vet. Tell you what, let's not spoil the evening with a lot of unpleasantness. Let's all have another drink. I'm shouting.
Yeah, all right, I'll have a double.
All right, will you have Rob another beer?
Scotch.
Scotch for my latter-day father-in-law, please, here, Madge.
Harold, will you get out of here?
15 seconds.
Just go home before you start any more trouble.
What, leave you with this bunch of...
You're the one who needs looking after Harold, not me. Now, would you please get out of here?
Well, I think the Grand Canyon's wonderful. I can't wait to go back and do one of those mule treks through it.
7 days on the back of a donkey? Yeah, sure, great.
G'day, folks. G'day, mate. I take it a pleasant evening was had by all?
Yeah, it was terrific. We just got pizzas and sat and talked for hours. It was good.
Oh, yeah, is that all you did?
My brother, the trendsetter.
Stop it, Paul. I think it's wonderful that you and Charlene are back together again.
And so do I, as long as the sparks don't start.
Don't worry, Dad. I promise there'll be no more breakups, okay? Anyway, I've got an early start in the morning, so Better get some sleep. See
Night, everyone.
Night. We better get going too. I've got to call into the hotel on the way back. Make sure it's still in one piece after the Bucks party.
In that case, I'd better come with you, knowing Dad, he's probably had too much to drink and he'll need me to drive him home. I'm really sorry I've been such a drag tonight.
Nonsense, nonsense.
No, I have, and I apologise. I promise to make it up when we move in. We'll have a dinner party and you can all come and be as depressing as you like.
You haven't been depressing at all.
Thanks, and thanks for a lovely meal. I'm sorry about the eclairs.
Oh, don't worry. No doubt Scott will raid the refrigerator during the night. They won't see the light of day.
Good night.
See you
night.
later.
Thank you again.
Good night.
Bye.
Night, Paul.
Talk about opening your mouth and putting both feet in.
Well, you weren't to know. She seems very sensitive about something at the moment.
But why so tense about an old racing car, for Pete's sake?
I don't know whether it's Jeremy or the car that's upsetting her.
But you should see it, though, Helen. It's a beauty. Just sitting behind the wheel, you can feel the sheer power of the thing. It's just...
Hi, Madge. Where is everyone?
Oh, they've taken off for some nightclub or other. They said this joint wasn't jumping enough for them.
Is there any trouble?
Oh, well, no.
Okay, what happened?
Well, one of the customers got a bit upset about the boys being so boisterous. Could have turned nasty, but that young man who was with your father smoothed things over.
Jeremy?
Yes, I think that was his name. I didn't have time to get an introduction.
Look, you've had a long night, Madge. Why don't you go home and I'll close up for you?
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course, go on.
Oh, thanks, Paul. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Good night, Gail.
Night, Madge.
Let's have a seat. Do you want a drink?
No, thanks.
Okay. What's with you and Jeremy?
I beg your pardon?
Well, I noticed the way you reacted when Dad spoke of him tonight, and then again just when Madge mentioned his name.
So what's it got to do with you?
Oh, absolutely nothing, really. Except that I think you're a nice person, and I don't really want to see you get upset.
Thanks.
Jeremy must have something going for him if he can handle a bunch of drunks at a Bucks night.
Oh, Jeremy can handle anyone, anywhere. It's one of his few natural talents.
I can't quite get the intonation in your voice there. Is that bitterness or admiration?
What is this, psychoanalysis? It's bitterness, all right? It's fairly natural after you've just split up with someone that you care about.
After 18 months?
Yeah. Maybe even after 5, 10 years.
You know what I think?
What?
I think that you don't really hate Jeremy as much as you say you do.
Harold, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you.
Yes, well, I'm all right, Harold, but then again, I told you I would be, didn't I?
But I don't know what you're so upset about. I was only trying to protect you.
Harold, be that as it may, I do wish if you want to place a Galahad that you wouldn't do it at the waterhole.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was so embarrassed tonight. What do you think I used to be their favourite barmaid?
I said I was sorry.
Oh, look, Harold, I am very tired. It's been a terrible day, what with one thing and another. Do you mind if we talk about this tomorrow?
Madge, I don't like going to sleep on bad feeling.
Make an exception, would you? Just this once. Now, I know what you were doing, and I do appreciate it. I really do. It just wasn't the time and the place, that's it. Now, I've got to go to bed. Good night. Oh.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
A deep and meaningful discussion at this hour? That doesn't sound like you, girl.
I'm here to talk. Nothing else.
Okay. Floor's all yours, honey.
I want you out of Erinsborough. It's my home and you're not welcome.
I see. My beautiful ex-wife turns up in the middle of the night to, run me out of town.
I'm happy here. Never happier since I divorced you. And I don't want you mucking it up for me.
I didn't come here to cause trouble, Gail. I think it's great the way you've set yourself up. A good job, a new boyfriend. But I've got some new things happening too, you know.
Well, you can take your rotten car somewhere else. You're disrupting my father, and that means you're disrupting me.
Why don't we compromise? You don't make a big deal about your father helping me with number 13, and I won't interfere in your life.
Damn right you won't. We're not married now, Jeremy. You didn't own me then, and you certainly don't own me now.
Okay, we're divorced. We're separate people. You worry about your life, and I'll worry about mine. And just to prove there's no hard feelings, why don't we have a drink on it? Ah, an excellent vintage. Like number 13. And you.
These film nights must be fascinating to keep you out till this hour.
Well, it's the discussions that we have afterwards. Obviously lose track of the time, yeah?
I bet Mrs. Mangle doesn't. Jane's probably copping an earful right now.
Well, Jane didn't come tonight. Well, she didn't really want to. I mean, we start talking about philosophy and stuff, and she never says a word. And Cassandra doesn't like her very much, and all the others think she's a bit uncool, so...
And they're supposed to be cool, are they? Well, I don't think they're cool, just insensitive.
They are not. In fact, they're right into sensitivity. You don't even know them, Daph.
And the more I hear, the less I want to.
What's going on?
Sorry, Des. Mike and I were just having a little philosophical discussion.
It sounded more like a parliamentary debate. That looks good. I might join you, but spare me the philosophy.
Des, why don't you go back to bed? I'll be in soon.
Yeah, take this, Des. I'll make another one.
Oh, gee, thanks, mate. You're all right, Daph.
I'm fine. Baby's just making me a bit restless, that's all. Now go back to sleep and don't get crumbs in the bed.
No, Daph. Night, mate.
Right.
Mike, don't forget your friends, will you?
Daph, of course I won't. But the whole world doesn't revolve around Ramsay Street, remember?
And it doesn't revolve around uni either. I'm all for you broadening your horizons. But it's nice to have friends to fall back on when things aren't going too well. Friends like Scott, Charlene, Jane, and Des and me. Good night.
You're not exactly a barrel of laughs these days, are you, Gail? What's the matter? Erinsborough too quiet for you?
I like it quiet. It's peaceful. Or rather, it was.
Our paths need never cross.
I'm quite sure they will. You and Dad will be spending plenty of time together drooling over your stupid car. And you haven't exactly tried to avoid me.
Hey, come on. You came looking for me, remember?
Yes, to ask you to leave. But I can see I'm wasting my time.
You came here with good reason tonight, didn't you, Gail? You never do anything without a good reason. You haven't changed one little bit. I can still read you like a book.
Then you know how much I want you to get out of my life. For good.
You still love me, don't you, Gail?
You haven't changed either. You're still the same self-centered, egotistical womanizer I married.
You still love me.
Hi, Graham.
Oh, hi. Didn't anyone tell you that this is Saturday, a day of rest?
Not for anyone with dealings with Mr. Udegawa, it isn't. No, I've still got heaps of paperwork before he'll be happy. What about yourself?
Well, I'm going shopping, but I've lost my checkbook. You haven't seen it around here by any chance?
Found it by your desk. I was going to drop it in later.
But I thought you were going to help the Lewises move into Clive's old house.
That's next on the agenda.
So you haven't seen them yet?
Not today, why?
Oh, well, I was just wondering how Gail was feeling. She seemed so tense last night.
Well, having her ex in town can't be doing her any good. But she'll cope. Well, she's always been pretty together emotionally.
Good morning, Mr. Robinson, Mrs. Daniels.
Good morning, Mrs. Mangle. Oh, thanks for taking on the night shift at such late notice, too.
Well, One must be prepared to go beyond the call of duty in times of emergency.
What emergency?
Oh, half the night staff was off sick. Any problems?
Well, I'm afraid it's rather delicate.
Well, don't mind Gran.
Last night, or in the early hours of this morning, to be precise, I observed a staff member leaving the room of one of our guests. Oh, there was no doubt in my mind as to what had taken place. The guest happens to be a rather debonair young man, and the staff member concerned was looking a little dishevelled as she left. Knowing how you feel about staff liaising with guests,
Yeah, all right, I'll see to it. Who was it?
Gail Lewis.
Dad?
Morning, honey.
Hi.
Call that exercise. Running around the block a couple of times.
Keeps me fit, mate.
Oh, that's what gives you muscles. Bit of honest back work.
Dad, leave it.
Want a hand with that, mate?
No, that's all right. I got it in here. I can get it out, I think.
One of our neighbours at the units helped him load the trailer. Dad, will you get down here and stop being stupid? Paul will be here soon. He can help with the rest.
We've been moving house to midnight. We'll wait for him, won't we, Des?
He said he'd be here at 9:30, and I need a hand with all that stuff.
Well, welcome to Ramsay Street.
Thanks.
See you later.
Could have given us a hand.
He offered to. You knocked him back.
Uh-oh. Everybody's favourite flower, the snapdragon.
Try not to antagonise her. She's one of our neighbours now. Good morning, Mrs. Mangle.
Gail? Mr. Lewis? Well, you certainly didn't waste any time, did you?
This is a big job, so if you excuse us.
I must say that you're up bright and early for one who keeps such late hours. I was working at the hotel last night. I couldn't help noticing you make your escape, as it were.
Escape? Where from?
One of the guests' rooms, since you ask.
It's nothing important.
That's what Mr. Robinson seemed to think when I mentioned the matter to him. Well, I must be going. Oh, do bear in mind that this is a quiet, respectable street, won't you? No one around here will tolerate noisy, drunken behavior. And we do like to keep our gardens tidy. Good day.
Oh, battle axe. Well, I don't need three guesses to know who the guest was. You went to see Jeremy, didn't you?
Yes.
I thought you'd have more sense to become involved with him again.
You're the one who's got involved with him all because of that damn car. It's business. Bad business. You'll never get a cent
From Jeremy, and you know it.
Yeah, well, looks like I'll be restoring the old number 13 as a labour of love. Look, me becoming involved with Jeremy doesn't mean to say you have to.
I asked him to leave Erinsborough. He refused, of course.
Look. Don't get mixed up with him again. For your own sake.
Morning. Morning. You're not sick or anything, eh?
No, I'm just tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. Junior, he can kick like a footballer.
Maybe you should see Clive for a checkup.
No, I'm fine. I'm sure most mothers-to-be go through this.
At least take the day off work, huh?
Well, Mike's doing the afternoon shift, so I can rest then.
Well, I do the whole day, but I'm meeting some of the guys from uni at the library. We've got an assignment to do. Des, can I borrow some money? I want to buy some clothes.
Mike, this has got to stop. You've already been paid your wages for next week. There's nothing wrong with your clothes anyway.
Yeah, but all my shirts are all old and daggy. I just want to get something new.
And who told you that? Your mates at uni?
Daph and I don't begrudge you anything, but all this borrowing money, it's getting out of hand.
Well, I'm sorry, Des, but I can't keep costs down like I used to. Look, if lending me some cash is so much of a hassle, why don't you organise a bank loan?
And how do you think you're going to pay that back?
I do have a job.
You've hardly been at it these days. Scott filled in for most of your shifts last week.
Daph, why can't you get off my back? I'm still trying to settle in at uni and I need more cash to do it. Does that make me more irresponsible?
No, I'm sorry, I'm just tired.
So, Des, about the bank loan.
No way, champ. There's always a trust fund your mother set up for you.
Des?
Well, you should be told. Now's a good time, I reckon. There's $10,000 in there, mate. I'm supposed to look after it for you. Now, if you need new clothes, I can organise a withdrawal for $200, but no more.
Wow, 10,000, eh? Nah, forget it. I told Mum I didn't want anything to do with my old man's money, and I meant it.
Shouldn't have told him.
It's his money. He's too smart to blow it.
If I hadn't helped you move that dressing table inside, you would have broken your back by now, so stop carrying on about it.
Carrying on. I'm just carrying. About time. I'll get this lot inside, then you help me shift the next load.
What's the problem? I said 9:30.
Mrs. Mangle's been bothering him again.
So you've already seen her this morning?
She said she told you about last night at the hotel.
I'd better get these groceries inside the house. Come in for morning tea when you're ready, girl.
Thanks, Helen. I will.
Look, I had to talk to Jeremy, that's all. Whatever else Mrs. Mangle told you is only the product of that sordid little mind of hers.
Yeah, well, just the same. I think you should refrain from midnight excursions to the hotel. Well, it's only going to cause tongue-wagging rumours amongst the rest of the staff, isn't it?
Especially Mrs. Mangle's. Does she know Jeremy's my ex-husband?
Oh, she'll find out one way or the other. Look, Gail, last night when you said that it was all over between you and Jeremy...
All right, let's get a move on.
Well, you know what you're doing. Just be careful, eh? I don't want you to be hurt.
Helen? Oh, Gail, come in. Suppose you haven't had much chance to do much shopping today.
No.
Good, because most of this is yours.
Oh, thanks, Helen.
Well, I know what it's like trying to settle into a new home. There's not a great deal there, just some eggs and milk and things. Right. Tea or coffee?
Whatever you're making. Were you with Paul when Mrs. Mangle made her report to him about me?
I was. But I wouldn't let that old gossip get on my nerves.
I told Paul I only went to talk to Jeremy. I'm not sure he believes me. It's ironic. I really thought Jeremy Lord was a closed chapter.
Isn't he?
It's a long story.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm used to reading novels as thick as telephone books.
Where were they?
Where you said they were, behind the cupboard in the garage. Geez, these haven't seen a golf green since my father took off. Don't make them like they used to, do they? You don't mind Jim giving me lessons, do you?
Oh, of course not. Some fresh air and exercise will do you good.
Des, I've been thinking about this trust fund. It'd be stupid of me not to take advantage of it, wouldn't it?
All right, come into the bank on Monday. We'll talk about it then. 200 be enough?
Well, for now, I've sort of been thinking I want to get a car.
A car?
Well, all my friends drive to uni and I'm going to have to get a car sooner or later, aren't I?
Mike, that money's for your future. Now, maybe your friends' parents can afford to give them an education, buy them cars and trendy clothes and give them the pocket money they want, but you don't have the resources. Des and I can't give them to you.
You just don't understand, do you?
I understand, all right. If these so-called friends of yours can't accept you the way you are, then you're better off without them. They're not worth the trouble. And I certainly don't like what they're turning you into. And don't forget you're doing the afternoon shift at the coffee shop.
Take it easy, Dad. It's no big deal.
Oh, I didn't mean to be so hard on him. I seem to get cranky with everyone lately, Mike in particular. Ever since he got in with that new crowd at uni, I could throttle him.
When I was little, my best friend at school had a doll. You know, one of those expensive ones that walks and talks and cries. Well, I cried until Dad bought me one too. For some reason, I lost all interest in it after a week. I never gave that doll a second thought until I realised that that was what was happening with Jeremy.
Is that what caused the breakup? He lost interest?
Very quickly. I don't know why he even bothered to go through with the wedding.
Why? Did he have an affair or something?
Several. The first time he had an elaborate excuse to trot out, and when he saw that wouldn't wash, he didn't waste any more brain power in trying to think them up. He was so sure I'd always be there waiting patiently.
But you proved him wrong, didn't you?
He's never accepted that it's over. How could he? It'd be a lethal blow to that ego of his.
Girl, you're divorced. You had the strength to get out. Now remember that and you'll be all right.
Last night when I went to his room, he kissed me. I slapped his face.
Oh, well, there you see. You wouldn't have done that if you wanted him back.
I hit him because it was the only way I could stop things from getting out of control. I'm afraid I do still love him. I keep telling myself it's ridiculous. I remind myself of the way he's treated me, but nothing helps. If I'm not over him by now, I guess I never will be. Oh, Helen, what am I going to do?
Des, don't do that. So how was the golf? Greg Norman have anything to worry about yet?
For Jim, maybe, although I'm not a complete failure.
Congratulations. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd better get back to running my shop all by myself.
Hang on. Can I give you a lift home? Where's Mike?
Oh, he's probably still down at the library having long conversations about the meaning of life.
What, he didn't ring or anything?
If he had, I could have arranged for Scott to take over, couldn't I?
What if I ring Scott now?
He's gone out. I rang him earlier. The only thing that's kept me going is I thought of a long hot bath and a sleep.
You take the keys and go home. I'll look after the shop.
No, Des, it's your weekend too.
Do as you're told.
Thanks. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to land this on you. I'll murder Mike.
Not if I get hold of him first.
Well, that's the lot. I don't believe it.
Well, from the look of things inside, you'd better start supervising where everything goes.
Dad's idea of the perfect living room is a telly, an easy chair, and a fridge full of tinnies.
A man with such simple tastes. He has some very nice furniture.
Oh, I bought most of it when I came back to live with him. His was ready for the rubbish tip.
Oh, I'd better make those sandwiches that he and Paul have been squawking about. Then why don't we pack the pair of them off to the pub? Then I can help you arrange the furniture.
You've done more than enough for me today.
Both ears are always available.
It's no solution, but it helps. Thanks.
It might also help if I told you that quite recently I fell in love with a man who was all wrong for me. He was engaged to someone very close to me. I told him I don't know how many times that there could never be anything between us, and finally he went away. But I do understand how it feels to want to shut out all the emotion and not be able to.
You've done it.
Not quite. But every day it gets a little easier to live with, because I know I made the right decision. So be strong. Avoid Jeremy as best you can and be strong.
I'll try.
Are you yakking again? Gran, where are these sandwiches you promised us?
You thought he left his chair and his whip at the office, didn't you? 5 minutes. Tell Rob to come over when he's ready.
Thanks, Helen. Your grandmother's one in a million.
Well, she certainly cheered you up.
She helped me put everything in perspective.
Oh, yeah? So where does that leave Jeremy, then?
Out in the cold, most definitely.
Oh, Daph, I tried to phone when I knew I was running late, but it was engaged.
I was trying to get hold of Scott. He wasn't home.
Well, who's looking after the shop?
Des is, and it's not fair, Mike.
I'm sorry, Daph. I'll make it up to you both, honest.
If you think you're coming here to listen to records all afternoon, think again. For one thing, I have a splitting headache, and for another, it's not too late for you to take over from Des.
Daph, I can't. I thought you'd get Scott in to replace me when I didn't show up. Look, Cassandra wants me to go to her place. She's waiting outside in the car.
I have heard enough. You ruined Des's Saturday, not to mention mine. You don't turn up for your job and then you whinge about being short of money.
Look, if you and Des had have told me about the trust fund in the first place, I wouldn't need the crummy job, would I?
We didn't tell you because we thought you wouldn't accept it. I could understand that. I would have admired you for having principles. But your friends with their fast cars and wealthy parents have changed all that, haven't
Daph,
they?
You've been good to me, but that doesn't mean you own me. Look, why don't you tell Scott that he can keep the stupid job? Then we'll all be happy, won't we?
Mike! Mike!
needs good neighbors with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbors should be there for one another. That's when good neighbors become good friends.
Hello, Madge.
Hello, Harold. I didn't think you'd want to be seen with me again after last night.
Your behaviour left nothing to be desired.
Oh, thank
no.
you.
If I said anything to upset you, then I apologise.
Once and for all, Harold, I do not need a minder.
Every woman needs a man to protect
Oh, for
her.
goodness sake.
Well, you'd have been whistling a different tune if I hadn't been there to pull Rob Lewis into line.
Oh, rubbish. Rob's harmless.
Well, not last night, he wasn't. He'd been drinking and he had a ringside seat while that stripper was flaunting herself.
If you are going to be so narrow-minded about last night, then I think you and I have got real problems.
I care about you too much to see you put at risk. Now, if that is a black mark against my name, I don't know what the world's coming to.
You're making mountains out of molehills.
Madge? Madge, are you there?
Good luck.
Daphne!
Sorry to barge in on you. I fainted at home and I'm still a bit unsteady.
You didn't fall, did you?
No, just onto the couch. I didn't hurt myself.
I'll phone Clive. Now, come on.
I've already tried. He's out on an emergency. I'll be all right.
You can't be too careful in your condition.
I'll be fine once I've had a bit of a
Yes,
rest.
all right. Now, you come over here and you sit down. That's a girl, and you put your feet up.
Take your shoes off first.
Oh, don't fuss, Harold. For goodness sake.
Dirt all over the couch.
Would you like a nice strong cup of tea?
Sounds good.
Have you had these dizzy spells before?
No, but there's nothing to worry about. My blood pressure's been a bit high lately, that's all.
Oh. Uncle of mine had blood pressure. Terrible thing, you know. Killed him before he was 40. Eating a baked dinner one minute, face down in the gravy in the next.
Harold! Harold, would you come here and give me a hand, please?
Yeah.
Come on.
Won't be a minute.
Thought you'd want honey in your lemon tea, and I can't budge that lid.
No, have it off in a jiffy. There we are.
Oh, why couldn't I have done that?
Well, it just goes to prove my point. Woman is the weaker sex.
Where have you been?
The record shop. Hey, feast your eyes on that.
I've been waiting half an hour.
Well, it's only 2:30.
It's 3:05.
You're kidding me. Silent as the tomb. Looks like I got ripped off on that trade. I swapped a cake Mum sent me for it while I was inside. Unreal.
Where are you going?
Well, I have to start work at 4 and I've still got to transform myself into Charlie the Clown.
Go then.
Hey, come on, it's not my fault.
I'll just go.
I bought that for you.
Oh,
I was hoping we could get together and listen to it when I finished work.
I'm not good company right now.
You want to tell me about it?
Just the usual. If I have to stay at the Murrays one more night, I think I'll scream.
Look, I know you don't like it there, but what's the problem?
I just don't get on with Mr. Murray.
Then I guess we'll have to find you a flat of your own.
My parents would have me on the first train back to Perth if they knew I was flatting by myself.
So, what you want yet?
Oh, I like the apron, Des. It could have been made for him, couldn't it?
You won't get fired if you say yes.
Oh, I wish my boss was so understanding. I've got to run. Give Sue a cappuccino with lots of bubble and froth. She needs it. See ya.
People get on your back again.
Story of my life.
Oh, don't let them get to you.
Easy to say.
Yeah, well, I've got my problems too. I've got scalded twice on that cappuccino machine today. Haven't sworn once.
What are you doing here anyway?
I'll give Daphne a wheel and break.
I bet you'll be glad when she gets back on deck.
You bet I will. I haven't got the legs for this apron.
I'm surprised that Des didn't have his mother staying with you while you're not well.
I've been fine till today.
You mean Des doesn't know about the giddy spells?
No, and for heaven's sake, don't tell him. He'll insist on taking maternity leave.
You should be pleased that he cares enough about you to want to protect you.
I am.
You see, even Daphne agrees with me. Women can be too independent for their own good.
Trust you to interpret it like that.
Madge refuses to admit that she'd have been in a lot of trouble last night if I hadn't been at that Bucks turn.
I'll take no notice of him, Daphne. His imagination's working overtime.
Oh, you'd have agreed with me if you'd have seen the goings-on. As for that stripper, how any woman can degrade herself like that.
There's nothing wrong with being a stripper.
No decent woman to do a job like that. Oh.
I did.
I think you've just shot your own argument down in flames, Harold.
Not at all. No, there's always an exception to the rule. Oh, I must get going. Now, don't you go getting Daphne to overdo things. Madge thinks women have got as much stamina as men.
Oh, Daphne, I'm sorry. He really didn't mean to be rude. He's just got such old-fashioned views. You know, I don't know what I see in the man. How can you be fond of someone who can make a compliment sound like an insult?
Men. Someone said we can't live with them, but we can't live without them.
Scold yourself again?
Yeah, I'm going for the world record.
Run it under a cold tap, and you'll live.
Look at her, crawling to the boss.
G'day, girls. Don't order cappuccinos. Coffee machine's got it in for me.
Better make it a chocolate malted then.
Make that too. To go.
Right. Scott home yet, do you know? I've had enough of this place for one day.
Oh, you're out of luck. His dad's standing over him to finish his homework.
It's not my day.
I'll give you a hand if you like.
You've just earned yourself a free choc malt on the house.
How's the job going? How long are you going to keep this up?
As long as it takes for Henry to get sick of you.
And if he doesn't? I really like him, Charlene. And I think you and I could get along. You just meet me halfway.
Not a chance. I don't trust you and I don't like you. Got it? Turning on Niagara Falls won't help either. Here. Thin skin, don't you?
How would you feel if nobody give you a go? I can't get any peace at home.
Why? So Murray's reading the riot act.
Mrs. Murray couldn't be nicer. Well, that's the problem. I don't want to have to hurt her.
Why would you have to hurt her? What's wrong? The Murrays like you, don't they?
Mr. Murray. He's the problem. He likes me too much.
Still think you should have told Henry?
He was in such a good mood, I didn't want to spoil his day.
So he spoilt mine instead. I didn't mean that the way it sounded. And as of now, your troubles are over. Bought this when I thought I had a prowler. Never got round to putting it on. There you go. Guaranteed to keep the wolf at bay.
And what am I supposed to tell Mrs. Murray when she asks me why I'm bolting her door? No, I'll just have to stick it out till I can find a flat.
Well, I'm glad it's you and not me. That honey's a pits. Costs a fortune, too.
I've got a couple of hundred saved up.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks' rent. What about the bond, the security deposit for the electricity?
I think I'll have to rob Mr. Clarke's bank.
Yeah, good thinking. You'll get free room and board then.
There's got to be a better way.
You can stay with me if you like. Only till you can afford your own place. Henry can move you in when he finishes work.
Do you mean that?
It's my good deed for the decade.
We shouldn't have any more problems with the coffee machine now.
You won't tell Daph I was putting too much milk in the jug, will you? She'll never let me live it down. Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to bribe me to keep quiet.
No, that's for helping me out. Take Mike to one of his arty movies tonight.
No, I won't be seeing Mike tonight. It's all right.
Oh, yeah, Daph said he was giving you a bit of a hard time.
I just don't seem to be able to fit in with his new friends. And
Well, he obviously prefers their company to mine.
Don't worry, I'll soon sort him out.
No, Des, please, don't say anything to him. It's bad enough being dumped, but if you knew how I was feeling.
Yeah, I understand. But don't give up on him. If you ask me, those new friends of his aren't worth peanuts. It won't take him long before he sees through them. And he'd be breaking his neck to get back with you.
I hope you're right.
I know I'm right. I know Mike. He's a good bloke at heart.
Well, it takes one to know one.
Yeah, come.
I still think you should see Clive.
I'll be fine, Madge, really. It's Mike's fault my blood pressure went through the roof.
No, what's he done now?
Didn't turn up for work again today.
Oh, no.
I think he felt a bit guilty till I got stuck into him, and then it was on for young and old.
He should know better than to upset you in your condition.
And I should know better than to lose my temper with him. When you bat Mike into a corner, he comes out swinging. Mum, where's Lilo?
Hello, Mum. Hello, Daphne.
I'm in a hurry.
In Henry's room.
Oh, and can I borrow some more sheets and stuff?
What for?
For the Lilo.
Ask a silly question. Why do you want the sheets and the Lilo?
Well, I'm putting someone up for a while.
Oh, I hope it's a midget. That caravan's hardly big enough for one.
Yeah, we'll manage.
Who's we?
It's Sue Parker.
Sue Parker? Oh, really? I don't understand that child. 2 minutes ago, she couldn't stand Sue Parker. Daphne? Now sit down. Right, I'll get you some water.
Thanks. I'm sorry about the cup.
Oh, don't be silly. Just glad you were here when you did it. Can't bear to think of you passing out alone at home. There you are.
That's why I came over.
Ignoring your condition isn't going to make it go away, Daphne. You really must see Clive.
I know. But I'm scared of what he'll tell me, Madge. I couldn't cope if anything was wrong with the baby.
Daphne, when I was pregnant, I used to worry all the time about what could go wrong. And all you can do is look after yourself and just pray that everything's all right. I'm sure it will be.
I don't know what I'd do without you, Madge.
Well, I'm going to phone the surgery. Clive should be back by now.
What are you doing here?
Charlene's asked me to move in with her.
That's your best story yet.
Well, ask her if you don't believe me.
I will.
I didn't know you two were so friendly these days. How'd you manage that?
Well, I cleaned up my act. You should try it sometime.
I've been trying. But people like Mrs. Mangle have long memories.
Oh, well, you don't want to take any notice of her.
It's hard not to. She's a customer at the bank.
Oh.
The first time she came in, she wouldn't even let me serve her. Well, she made such a fuss, Mr. Clarke had to take over.
Well, that's rough.
At least he stood up for me, though. He won't cop flack from her or anyone else.
Well, it sounds like old Motormouth ended up getting the worst of it.
Well, if I know her, it'll just make her all the more anti. I'm really trying to change, Warren. Mr. Clarke's giving me a fair go. I just wish everybody else would.
Yeah. It's not easy having everyone against you.
Oh, nice to see you making yourself at home.
I think it's terrific that you let Sue move in.
It's only till she finds somewhere permanent.
Would you like a hand shifting some of your stuff over?
Henry can do it when he gets off work.
Oh, why, wait, I am dying to move in.
Well, let's get cracking.
Hey, where'd the cactus come from?
It's from me.
Thanks. Nice to know you still care.
Daff, I'm home. Daff? Coming.
Hello, Des.
Oh, g'day, Gav. Come in. Take a seat.
Thank you. Golf, eh? No better way to fight the pressures of everyday living.
Yeah, well, all the good it's done me is long worn off. Been at the coffee shop with Daphne. She was a bit tired, so I took over from her.
Quite right, too. I'm glad she had the sense to let you take over. You know, women today will not admit that they need us, men.
Yeah, well, I suppose it wasn't like that in the old days, eh, mate?
Quite. Yeah, the sooner we get back to the old values, the better. Better get off my hobby horse. The point is, how is Daphne feeling?
I don't know. She's not home.
Oh?
Well, she's probably over at Madge's having a natter.
No, she was there before, but I just called back and there was no one home.
Well, maybe they went shopping.
I hardly think Madge would be dragging Daphne around in her condition.
Well, it may come as a surprise to you, but pregnant women do go shopping.
Not when they're as sick as your wife.
She's not sick. She's just tired.
That is what she would have you believe, Des, but the facts are she's quite ill. She's been experiencing quite severe dizzy spells. It's not my policy to interfere in other people's lives, but I thought Daphne was wrong in keeping her condition from you.
You did the right thing, Harold. Just wish I knew where she was. Maybe Madge has taken her to see Clive.
No, Madge did suggest that, but Daphne insisted that she was all right.
Yeah, she's always had a superwoman complex.
You've got to make her see sense, Des.
Gee, I hope Madge is with her. What if she's trying to cross a busy road or something and she passes out? I mean, that's probably what happened. I mean, she's probably lying in hospital right now.
Now, let's not get carried away. If anything had happened to her, you'd have heard by now. Now, you just sit tight. When she gets home, you insist that she sees a doctor. And don't you take no for an answer. You let her know who's wearing the pads, but you mustn't upset her at the same time. That'd be bad for her blood pressure. You just stay cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, I'm calm. Yeah.
That's the ticket. Well, I'm glad we had this little chat. Like to feel that I've been of help.
Charlene!
Oh,
You there?
Oh, hang on.
Hurry up. It's getting frostbite.
That cold?
It's 10 below out there.
I should have wrapped these up in newspaper.
Well, I don't have your practical mind, do I?
How do you think I'm going to fit all this in my fridge?
Why is it every time I try and give someone a nice surprise, I end up goofing?
I'll work it out.
Well, you'd better. That's my peace offering for trying to scare you back home.
If you want to make up for that, you'll get Sue out of here ASAP.
But one of us has got to be hallucinating.
She's gone home to get her gear. I said she could move in for a while.
Oh, good for you, Lenny. And you won't regret it. She's a terrific girl.
She knows how to get you guys in, that's for sure. She even had Warren wrapped around a little finger when I got home.
Now, stop stirring.
I'm not. I just thought you should know that, they've gone off together.
Where?
Thought that'd get you going. He's just helping her move.
I should thump you.
You should thump Warren. I reckon he's got the hots for Sue.
I thought he was keen on you.
Well, that was till he met up with Sue again.
He's not her type. And I bet I know what's bugging you. He cooled off on you before you could give him the flick.
But why should I care now I'm back with Scott?
Yeah. Why should you?
Yeah, sorry to bother you, Mum. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Listen, is Daphne there? Yeah, no, I've already tried Helen. Yeah, and Zoe. Nothing's wrong. Why would I be keeping anything from you? No, Mum, don't come over. I'm looking for a pair of my gardening shorts. I was wondering where Daphne put it. Yeah, okay. Well, if you see her, could you tell her to give me a call? Yep, okay, fine. See ya. Bye. Stay calm. Got to stay calm.
Henry, you move out the way so
All right.
Charlie, don't crush my dress.
Henry!
You think you can put your knee somewhere else?
We are never going to fit this all in.
Sure we will.
Oh, just
Well, that's a lot.
Have you got any more hanging space?
No, that's it. You'll have to keep most of your stuff packed away in boxes.
I can't turn up to the bank in the same dress every day.
That's your problem.
Look, there's plenty of room there.
Are you crushing everything?
I've got jeans and overalls and stuff. Doesn't matter if it's a bit creased.
I think it's about time I was getting back to work.
Ah, you all right?
Yeah, just watch where you're walking.
What is that gunk?
Ugh, it looks like melted ice cream to me.
Why didn't you put it in the fridge? Henry could have broken his neck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mum always told me to count to 10 before I chuck a mental. Hi. You been back long?
Oh, what? I thought you were going to put your feet up when you got home.
I couldn't relax, so I went over to Madge's.
You look done in.
I am.
I reckon it's time you went back to see Clive. I don't want to hear any arguments. You have?
Madge took me. I had a dizzy spell when I was at her place. I nearly fainted again.
Again? When was the first time?
Des, don't yell at me. I feel bad enough as it is. Clive's told me I have to go to hospital.
Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Why? What's wrong?
Now, will you just relax? Clive simply wants to keep an eye on me for a few days, that's all.
But you're so healthy. It's your blood pressure, isn't it?
How did you know that?
Well, Harold told me, but I didn't think it was so serious.
Des, it isn't serious, and Harold's just an old gossip. It's bad enough having Mrs. Mangle in the street without Harold starting as well.
How come he knew and I didn't? It's our baby. You're supposed to confide in me.
I know, but you weren't here. Oh. I had a bit of a go at Mike, and then fainted.
You faint? He made you faint?
No, he did not. It was a combination of things, and after a few days in hospital, I'll be as right as rain. Ask Clive.
I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to you.
No, you cut that out. Otherwise, you'll end up in hospital with me. You know what you're like with this sympathy business. Just a couple of days and I'll be fine. Now come and help me pack.
Look, I can leave it till later.
Nonsense. Gail wants to borrow it.
Hi, Gail.
Hi. If you want to finish this, I'll come back.
No. You're my excuse for packing it in for the day. No, it's all yours.
Yes, and then you can start on the washing machine.
Huh?
Oh, after you've answered the front door. How's the unpacking going?
It's still absolute chaos in there, but that's my father for you.
Hello, Mr. Robinson. Mark Gibson. I used to go to school with your son, Paul.
Oh, yes, of course, Mark. Hi.
I was wondering if Mrs. Daniels was home.
Yes, come in. Helen, for you.
Hello, Mark. Hi.
Hello, Mrs. Daniels. I'm sorry to burst in on you like this, but I wanted a word with you about the painting.
Ah, yes, the painting. Oh, Paul realises that he shouldn't have submitted it, so I hope we didn't put you to too much trouble.
Not in the least. As a matter of fact, we were hoping you'd submit some of your work again next year.
You were? Why?
Read for yourself. I don't think you appreciate how close you came to winning a place with that portrait. And the judges have asked me to stress that they consider you a highly talented artist. Well, so do I, actually.
This is a letter of commendation. It's incredible.
Helen, that's wonderful.
Congratulations. Although why you needed them to tell you had talent, I'll never know. We've been trying to tell her that for years.
Good. Then I can assure the committee you will submit again next year?
Next year?
Oh, she will. She will, and she'll win.
Mark, I can't tell you how much this visit of yours means to me. Oh, I'm so grateful.
I'm sorry, Charlene, but I had to bring everything so I didn't have to go back to the Murray's place.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as you don't try and move about in here.
Or swing a cat.
Look, Sue, why don't you figure out what you need and we can store the rest at my place?
Oh, do you mean it?
Yeah, sure, we got tons of room.
Oh, gee, thanks, Warren. Look, these 2 cases can go for starters.
All right, I'll go and put them out in the car then.
Right, and those 3 boxes can go. They're just books and things.
Fantastic. Good old Warren.
Yeah, you know, I never realised what a really great guy he is.
That's why I feel so rotten.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, Mark, the problem is that, well, Warren is very fond of me. Very fond. In fact, very, very, very fond. But, as you know, Scott is the one I love. As much as I like Warren, I'm going to have to tell him that it's no go.
Oh, gee, poor Warren.
Yeah. I'm worried he might think it's back on since I had that fight with Scott. So, when he comes back in, would you mind giving us just a few minutes together so I can talk to him?
Sure, of course.
What's next?
Charlene will tell you. I'll just take these.
Well,
Sit down, Warren.
sit down. But what about all this stuff?
That can wait. Warren, I need to talk about us. You and me.
All right, well, far away.
Well, sometimes it takes a while before you realise how you feel about someone.
That's true.
Oh, especially if you're a girl.
Well, I wouldn't know about that.
I mean, you can be good mates for a long time, have fights and all that stuff, but well, when you find the right person, that's it. Bingo.
And you think Scott's the right person for you, eh?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I mean, I realise how disappointed you must be, but well, it just can't work, Warren, if I love Scott and you love me.
Yeah, well, I guess that was your attitude after the talk we had the
You
other
are a
night.
really nice guy, Warren, but I can't go out with you.
I know.
You'll just have to try... You know.
Sorry. Look, can I have the keys to the car, Warren?
Oh, yeah, the keys. Sure. Look, I'll come and open it for you.
Warren! Warren! Now don't forget the casserole's in the fridge and all you've got to do is heat it up.
Will you stop worrying about this place and the coffee shop? We'll look after everything.
Hi. Sorry you got stuck with looking after the shop, mate. What's going on?
Mike, I have to go into hospital for a few days.
You get into the car, I'll explain everything to him.
Why does she have to go to hospital? What happened?
Thought you might be able to tell me. What the hell has got into you, Mike? Do you realise what you've done to Daphne?
Afternoon.
Paul Robinson, isn't it? Jeremy Lord. We weren't introduced the other night, but I saw you in the restaurant.
Ah, yes, of course. Hello, Jeremy.
How's it going?
Fine, thanks.
Look, Paul, I'd like to congratulate you on the hotel. It's quite a setup you've got here.
Well, thank you.
And congratulations on getting Gail, too.
Well, I haven't exactly got Gail, but we do work with each other.
Listen, about Gail, I wonder if we could have a chat. Over a drink.
Oh, sorry, I'm on my way out to dinner.
Look, I won't keep you long. Only a few minutes. I promise.
Okay, just for a few minutes.
Well, what'll it be?
Oh, just a light, thanks.
A light it is. You've certainly come a long way in a short time, Paul. You were cabin crew with the airline, weren't you?
Yes. Yes, Gail trained me.
And a very efficient young woman she was. And still is.
Yeah. I believe you left the airline just before I started with him.
Yes, thanks to the demon drink. I suppose Gail tells you all about it.
You wanted to talk about Gail?
Yes, about Gail. She's very special, but of course you know that.
Well, we've already agreed that she's very efficient.
Yes. And I suppose you see a lot of each other.
In my work, yes. If this is an attempt to find out if we're having an affair, we're not. And even if we were, it'd have nothing to do with you, would it?
No, it wouldn't. I'm just her ex-husband, that's all.
Good.
While you're finishing your drink, Paul, there was something else I wanted to talk about. How would the Daniels Corporation like some great publicity?
Great publicity is always welcome.
It also costs money, naturally.
Look, why don't you get to the point?
Gail's father is restoring my racing car.
So I believe.
And no doubt you've heard some of the stories about the jinx. My father was killed in it, you know.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And Gail hates it with a passion because of family problems when her father was working on it. But when she's fully restored, I'm going to prove to the cynics that she was the best racing car of her time. I'm going to win the Classic 500.
The Classic 500? My, you must be a wealthy man.
Oh, I've got some money. But if the Daniels Corporation would like some worldwide publicity, I'd be more than happy to put your logo on the side of my car, for a price, naturally.
I'm sorry, Mr. Lord, but we only invest in certainties.
Well, that's what this is.
Maybe, maybe not. Look, if you do race her again, I wish you luck. And I hope you do win.
Do you want to invest?
In a word, no. Thanks for the ring. Bye.
Beyonce.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for coming over. I didn't think you would when I phoned you.
Anything from an old friend? We are still friends, aren't we?
Of course we are.
I hadn't heard from you in a couple of days and I just wondered.
Jane, give it a break. I've got enough problems as it is. Daph's had to go into hospital.
To hospital? Is it the baby?
Well, she reckons everything's okay. Des went off at me. Made out it was my fault. Don't know what he was talking about, though.
Well, I knew she was pretty upset when you didn't turn up for work at the coffee shop.
Yeah, she had a go at me about that. She said she had a headache, and that was about it.
No, Mike, she was exhausted. She had to look after the coffee shop for hours until Des finished playing golf.
Well, she could have got Scott to help.
Well, you could have at least rung.
I did. I was engaged. Jane, you just don't understand. Now that I'm at uni, I've made all these new friends, and if I don't keep up with them, then...
What'll happen, Mike, if you don't keep up with them?
I don't know, they just make me sort of feel... I don't know.
Superior?
You don't mean that.
Mike, you're all wrapped up with a group of pseudo-intellectuals. Well, that's okay. Maybe if I'd gone to uni, I'd belong to the same group. But you're forgetting something that's much more important than all of that, and that's friendship.
Why does everyone keep going on at me about friendship?
Congratulations.
Come and sit down.
Good.
You know, when you submitted that painting to the MacArthur Award Committee, I could have strangled you. That American agent bruised my ego so badly that the thought of any more criticism was just too much for me. But these critics have praised my work. And you know something? It doesn't really matter anymore what anyone says. I love painting. And in the future, they can rave about it or they can laugh their heads off. I'm going to paint the way I want to. It's taught me a great lesson.
Yeah, well, me too. In fact, the next time I'll ask before I submit a painting too.
Next time, it won't matter.
Gran, Dad just told me about Mrs. Mangle's portrait. That is fantastic. Oh, and how about the critics? I bet you next year you'll win the award. Well, maybe I'll even start painting too, myself again.
Well, you should.
Yeah, I can just see it now.
Yeah?
First prize, Helen Daniels. Second prize, Scotty Robinson.
Second prize? Yeah, well, we'll start somewhere, I guess.
I just asked Gail to have dinner with us tonight to help celebrate with a famous artist.
Damn.
What's wrong?
Well, Mr. Degawa's in town. I thought Gail and I should take him to dinner. I'm sorry, Gran, but he's too important to the business.
Oh, I understand. He's a nice man. Give him my regards.
Well, where are you going to take him?
I don't know, Lassiter's, I suppose.
Well, why don't you bring him here?
Do you mean it?
Well, of course, he might enjoy a home-cooked meal.
Well, great. I mean, families mean a lot to the Japanese.
And the Australians.
And as it's an Australian meal, I want 3 Australian men in that kitchen to help me prepare it.
Oh, Gran.
Dad, do you remember what we used to do when he was a little kid?
Yeah, let's get him.
Hey, Dad. Hey! Dad! Oh!
My son-in-law, Jim,
Pleased to meet you. Welcome to our home.
I'm very grateful to you.
and my other grandson, Scott.
Yep, pleased to meet you.
I'm pleased to meet you, Scott.
We'll get the champagne.
Won't you sit down, Mr. Thank you.
You have very nice home.
Thank you.
Paul tells me you got 2 daughters.
Yes, Julie and the little one, Lucy.
Lucy's been staying with Mr. and Mrs. Lassiter in Paris.
And now she's in England.
She's a lucky girl.
Yes, we miss her dreadfully, but she'll be back next week.
This is a very special night for our family, Mr. Udegawa. You see, my grandmother did a painting of one of our neighbours, Mrs. Mangle.
What is a Mrs. Mangles? Ah, the woman from the hotel, yes?
Yes, you met her. Well, the painting's been highly acclaimed by the critics, so we're celebrating.
Thanks, Dad.
We're very, very proud of our grandmother in every way.
Congratulations.
Helen, the critics have just confirmed what we've always known, but only this family knows what a very exceptional person you are, and we love you for it.
To Helen.
To Gran.
To Helen.
To Gran.
Tears of happiness.
Just like my wife.
G'day.
Hi, Des.
How's Daph? Resting. Find out tomorrow how long she'll be in for.
Jane made some dinner for us.
Oh, it's just a casserole and things.
Good. I'll just get rid of this.
See, he still blames me.
No, he doesn't. He's just upset about Daphne having to go to hospital. I mean, anyone would be.
Do any of the neighbours know that Daph had to go to hospital?
Well, they seem to know most things around here, don't they? Sorry, Jane, I didn't mean that. I'll tell Madge and Helen tomorrow.
Look, Des, if I've upset Daphne, I'm really sorry. I know I should have rung to say I couldn't come to work, but I don't think that's such a big deal.
That's the trouble with you lately, mate. Ever since you got mixed up with this crowd from the university, you don't think about anybody except yourself.
Why does everyone keep going on about the university?
Oh, it's not the university, it's you. Just look at the way you've been neglecting Jane.
No, please.
He has to be told, Jane. He's been neglecting you.
Well, he has got a lot of study to do.
Oh, it's not the study. He was studying for the HSC. You're changing, Mike. Daph's noticed it and I've noticed it. You don't turn up for work. You don't do your share around the house. You treat this place like a hotel. It used to be your home.
Used to be. Oh, you're asking me to leave? Des?
No, I don't want you to leave. Look, I'm just upset about Daphne. Thanks for the meal, Jane. I think I'll just go back to the hospital for a while.
Mike?
You agree with him, don't you?
Well, maybe with some of the things he said.
I've apologised so many times. What more can I do?
And thank you very much for your generosity and delightful evening.
Our pleasure. Yes, you must come back again sometime. Thank you.
Scotty, would you take Gail home, okay?
Yes, we've enjoyed it.
No worries, mate.
Good
Drive
night.
carefully. Good night, Mr. Udo.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Bye. Bye, take care.
What a nice man.
What a big family when he trotted out all those photos from his
The stories he told about them. He's a pretty nice guy, though.
And a matchmaker. 3 times he told me what a charming couple Paul and Gail made.
Jim.
Oh, look, Helen, it's all right. Mr. Udogawa tells me that every time he sees me.
No, I don't think he's wrong, actually. I reckon you make a pretty good couple. Is there anything going on there?
Scott, I really think that's enough. Scott?
Yes,
Sorry.
well, look, I better be going. Thanks for a lovely evening, Jim and Helen.
Oh, our pleasure, and thank you. And if Scott says anything,
Dad,
just stop
I
him.
won't say anything about their romance, don't worry. Just mine.
Right, how's Charlene getting on in that old caravan?
The caravan?
What's wrong, Charlene?
It's you! What are you doing leaping around in the dark like that?
I didn't want to wake you up. I've got to go to the loo.
Again? Oh, you only went a minute ago.
I know, but I keep on thinking it's such a long way to the hotel bathroom. Look, you go back to sleep.
Hello?
You weren't in bed, were you?
Jeremy. How did you get this number?
Oh, from reception. I said it was important.
Okay, what's so important?
Us?
Good night, Jeremy.
Hey, hang on, don't go.
Look, I've had a hell of a day trying to get all the unpacking done, and I'm not really in the mood to start talking about us.
I'm sorry, I should have had more sense. It's just that I got to thinking about our honeymoon.
Honeymoon?
You remember in that little old hotel? It's crazy, I know, but I get to thinking about you when I'm alone in a room like this. I just wanted to hear your voice, that's all.
Yeah, well, it's getting late and I really do have a lot more unpacking to do.
I miss you, Gail.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Who is it?
It's Paul.
What are you doing here? Is there something wrong?
I've got to talk to you.
Sure. Come on in.
Look, I know it's late, but I did something tonight which concerns both of us, and I thought I'd better tell you before you see Mr. Degawa in the morning.
Go on.
Gail, he hinted at the most fantastic tie-up with Japan for me. Oh, and this could be good for you, too.
Well, sounds marvellous.
Yeah, there's one little proviso, though. Well, he said he prefers all his business associates to be family men.
And?
And I told him you and I were getting married.